Wow, what a day. Woo. What's poppin', y'all? It's your man, Cloutboy Bales, and welcome to another special edition of Wake Up Call. Of course, as you know, the Packers may have won this game, but that's not it. We had a big day in sports. Now, let me tell you. Let's go with that. Let's give my shout-outs to, of course, the Wisconsin Badgers basketball and football team. Of course, as we know, the basketball team demolished Louisville, and the Badgers beat Minnesota, and they keep the Paul Bunyan axe in one of the greatest college football battles. I watched both those games today. Incredible, and it was a long day from there. And the Packers concluded that with a win at home against the Carolina Panthers. Woo! So, this is a Winsconsin weekend for me. Obviously, this week, I had exams. I finished my exams, and now I'm done. And now that the Packers and the Badgers, obviously Badgers season is over, but the Packers don't play tomorrow, I can sit, relax, and just chill. Obviously, you know, and watch my fantasy teams crumble and lose, but well, it's whatever. Well, anyways, going to today's game, I'm going to be honest, wasn't our best performance. Offensively. Defense, I'm going to say they actually played a little bit better than I thought. They only sacked Bridgewater, I think, like once in this game or something, which, you know, isn't the best thing, but they rushed him a lot. But I'm surprised. I mean, he was able to get off a lot of passes, and it was tough to hold our ground. But, you know, Panthers, I'm not going to say that they're a bad team because a lot of the games they played this year were very close games. Like, you know, and that's what's important if you want to win. If you want to, any game is important. And, you know, they almost beat the Chiefs, man. They almost beat the Saints. They almost beat lots of these people. It's pretty insane. So, anyways, going with the stats today, Aaron Rodgers went 10 out of 29, 143 yards and a touchdown. He got sacked 5 times. That's what I'm saying about how bad our offense played. Could not protect Aaron Rodgers today. Lots of our receivers are dropping passes, dump-offs. It just wasn't a good game for Aaron Rodgers. And then he had 5 carries for 26 and a touchdown, but, you know, it's whatever. Dillon and Williams both had a carry each, but they did not see more because the real guy that really did some damage for us was Aaron Jones. He had 20 carries, 145 yards, and a touchdown. So shout out to Aaron Jones. Racking up. And he is my MVP of today's game. There really wasn't a star. On the receiving end, 5 catches for 56 yards for Lazard, 7 for 42 for Adams. First game without a touchdown. Robert Tonyan, 3 catches for 18 yards and a touchdown. And that technically had everyone else just kind of had some catches. Christian Kirksey led the game with 9 total tackles, 5 of them being solo. Adrian Amos, 7 total for 6. He was one of the guys that had a sack today, as well as Zadarius Smith. Everyone else had a good number of tackles, and you know, a lot of quarterback hits and passes rushed, and that's just how it was. For the Panthers, on the other hand, they dropped to 4-10. Obviously, they are officially eliminated from the playoffs. Bridgewater went 21 out of 35, 4 for 26 and a touchdown run. Mike Davis, 14 for 59. And then DJ Moore at 6 for 131 yards. He looked pretty spectacular, had a bunch of great catches, but he's an outstanding receiver. Good job by Jari Alexander matching up against Robbie Anderson. He only held him to 2-21, so that's great. Yeah, and that's that. Packers were able to pull through and get a win, so that's what matters. Was the win, I thought, you know, a lot of people were like, this was going to be a dominant win, but, you know, I was like, they're going to just win by a touchdown. I think they're going to save the momentum for next week because, of course, they play the Tennessee Titans, and that's going to be a huge matchup. We play the Titans and then the Bears. So, those are going to be some games that the Packers know that they want to win. This is obviously next week is really a must-win. I'm really rooting for the Chiefs, tomorrow because I'm a huge Patrick Mahomes fan, and they are playing the Saints, who I hopefully want them to lose, which would obviously put the Packers in position to walk away with the first seed and the bye. So we're getting there. We are actually getting there. And that's what matters. But the problem is we have to play the Titans, and that's a team that it really scares me. There are days where they can play really good or really bad, and it's like, oh, okay. I mean, you never know. Derrick Henry, in my opinion, is simply something that is going to be tough. After seeing how they could not tackle Dalvin Cook that one game, I don't know how they're going to handle Derrick Henry. I really don't know. A.J. Brown is a top receiver, in my opinion. He's probably the most underrated wide receiver in the NFL. Very underappreciated. Deserves more recognition. And I don't think Tennessee's defense is that spectacular, other than having Jadeveon Clowney. But I mean, it's a good matchup for whoever's going up against him, right? So, but you got to say this: Panthers, a young team, and you know what? The Packers were able to come through, and win is a win, and that's what matters. Yeah, I'm excited. Anyways, obviously be rooting for the teams that play against Seattle, teams that play against the Rams, and of course teams that play against Saints, in the coming future, because I know at this point the Packers want to maintain, the bye, which I believe they have, obviously the tiebreaker, of course, against. So even if we end up with the same record as the Saints, we still have the tiebreaker, so that's what matters. I don't know about I think we have the tiebreaker against the Seattle Seahawks and the Rams because we beat San Francisco, if I'm correct. But if we end up losing the next two games, and and then it ends up being where Tampa wins out or whatever, which I believe they will win out. Then they'll get the first seed, and I don't want Tampa to get the first seed because, in my opinion, I don't think Tampa's that good. But it's my opinion. I don't really have any facts. But yeah, so that's really just that in general. But can we talk about that one play? Before, obviously I'm going to go through the game a little bit. I'm kind of just going into the future because there wasn't really much excitement in this game to talk about, other than we had a phenomenal first half, and then I thought the game was over, and then, boom! What happened? What happened in the second half? What happened? Like, seriously, what happened? Where did the offense go? Why did Rodgers go under 100 yards passing in the first half? What happened? What happened? It just didn't make any sense to me. Rodgers just didn't look like Rodgers. And, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. You can't crawl down in your closet and just expect, the defense will take care of things. Am I going to say the defense even played bad? I mean, no, they didn't play that bad. I mean, they were able to keep them out of the end zone for most of the times, and then that fumble. How about that? At the goal line, Bridgewater tried to do a quarterback sneak, loses the ball, and King picks it up and takes it into their territory, and we score, because that was probably one of the best unbelievable things I've ever seen. That's something unbelievable to begin with. And yeah, I mean, it's exciting. This is an exciting time to be a Packer fan. This is an exciting time to be a Wisconsin fan. The Bucks are going to be finally back next week. We got the Badgers. This is a Badger basketball team that's outstanding. I know the football team, they got a young future. They got a lot to look forward to. And then maybe the Brewers will make some great moves in free agency. You never know. So around this time, this is very exciting. You never really know what's going to happen. So, yeah. This is exciting times. We gotta, for the Packers, they gotta finish strong. They gotta finish really strong. It's just tiring. Just realize how much sports is in the world, and you know. But you know, the problem in today's game, before I finish off my video, Aaron Rodgers did not play really well today. So Patrick Mahomes knows, you know, he's going to see that and he's going to be like, yo, Aaron Rodgers played a bad game. That might change a lot of opinions in the MVP race. Of course, everyone knows it's going to be either Mahomes or it's either going to be Rodgers. And, you know, it's got to be what it's got to be. But these next two games, I feel like, are really crucial for Rodgers. If he wants to win the MVP, he's got to play like he did the last couple weeks. That unbelievable, you know, a lot of people predicted 3 touchdowns for him today. He only had like 2. So it's just, Rodgers has to keep that momentum up. Otherwise, a lot of people are going to be like, oh no, Mahomes is definitely the guy that deserves the MVP. And I'm just like, okay, you know what? As a Packer fan, I can't accept that. But as Packer fan, I say we got to do more. So I'm excited to see what happens in these next 2 games, to see where we finish, and hopefully getting the bye will help the team for getting in the off week. And yeah, that's that. I definitely going to be voting against the Minnesota Vikings, the Saints, and yeah, that's that. So anyways, shout out to the Packers, shout out to the Badgers, and you know, that's just, you got to keep winning. You got to keep the winning mentality that, you know, a lot of these athletes have, you know. So anyways, Christmas is coming around the corner, so I'm just going to wish you all a Merry Christmas. I won't be making a video until the Packers play against the Tennessee Titans, which will be after Christmas, so you won't see me till then. I'm going to be celebrating with my family and whatsoever, so that's that. So anyways, during this time, you know, be safe, be smart, and as always, go Pack Go. We will see you next time.